So our producers want us to read this. What you are about to enjoy or hate is simply three friends talking football and talking out their asses. Opinions mostly is for entertainment purposes only. You may offer great insights into the NFL and perspectives no one else has. Possible side effects do include feelings getting hurt, being offended, and losing respect for one another.
What's up, opinions, mostly friends, family, and faithful viewers? Thanks for joining us on another installment of one of the worst podcasts ever.
The worst.
By far, the worst. I'm your host, Nick, the Shark Herbs. Sitting directly left of me on my screen is the one, the only, Ron the Hammer Quillen. Give it up, boys.
What is up, my guys? How are we all doing on this fabulous Tuesday evening?
Doing all right.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Or if you don't have weekends off, sometimes it's your Friday on Tuesdays. Like this.
It
guy.
is Celine's Friday. No, yeah, yours.
It's
too.
my Friday as well.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Aaron, what's your one thing to note, my guy? Don't say that.
I got two things to note, my guy. Number one, I'm just gonna put this out right now because I'm getting pretty freaking excited. 2 weeks today, I will be on an airplane.
Whoa!
Flapping my wings. Heading to the Sharks' house in Dixon, Tennessee, aka Nashville. I'm excited to see my boy, to see Celine, hang out with the family. Let's go.
I'm stoked, brother. Stoked.
The second thing to note is fantasy football related. I got talked into joining a 7th team. It's a dynasty league. I wouldn't say really talked into it. Cody just texted me. Was like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" It's like, "How much?" He goes, "Well, you don't have to pay anything this year. What's the team look like?" All right, fine. I'll fucking do it. So,
wow,
I'm in a dynasty league now too. So
that's more leagues than you've ever had serious relationships. Yeah,
it's about the same, honestly.
Serious relationships.
I'm not gonna even go there. Yeah, but in my defense, 2 of those are vampire leagues, and they're free. So yeah, those are my things to note.
Touche.
Good job, I think. I don't know. The first one was great. The second one sounds like a headache and a pain in the ass, but
well, we'll see. I might have to drop a league next year.
I mean, you might have like 3 players from every team at this point now, all your leagues.
Well, yeah, dude, Dynasty is crazy, and there's it's a what is it? IDP league too, so individual defensive players as well.
Oh,
so like
that was getting wild, man.
The bench spot's like 16 deep, plus what's called a taxi. There's like 5 of those spots where you just put them in there for future. There's picks you can trade around. So like I have like, and the drafts are rookies only too. So like everybody's basically a keeper. It's crazy.
That sounds terrible.
Sounds like a simulation of NFL GM.
I'm giving it
EA Sports.
When I play with RJ and Cody, that is literally the only thing they talk about. RJ, when he watches this, he can attest to this. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of a gunfight in Warzone, and these 2 motherfuckers are just yapping, and I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
Who should I drop here? Guys, it's 1v3. I need help.
That was literally a situation a couple weeks ago. It was pretty funny. So yeah, I mean, I hear about it all the time. Might as well check it out first and see what it's about.
Guys, push! I got him cracked. Oh no, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, let us know how that goes. That'll be interesting.
I will. There'll be updates.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna top that one, Joe, but give it up for Joe, special team spoilerage, everybody.
Well, as we know, the season is changing. The leaves are turning brown. A lot of brown nose seekers that travel the mountains to see these leaves turn. Highway Patrol actually had to shut off a couple of highways because it was getting too overcrowded the last weekend of people just driving through these 2-lane highways in the Rockies just to see the leaves changing brown. So that was I guess I guess that's the first time that's ever happened ever in the history of Colorado Highway Patrol.
Yeah.
Then a random fact for the week here. Just had it. Where did it go? Oh, and the ancient Romans in ancient Rome, ancient times of ancient Rome. Uh, the ancient Romans used to drop a piece of toast into their wine for good health, according to their scriptures and readings. Hence, why we raise a toast. Aha. How about
Is that
that?
real? Is that
That's
real?
real.
I mean, I like it. I like it. I like it. Joe, I have a question for you. Do you understand what the one thing to note segment is about?
I like to add a little extra flair to it. You know, it's a wild card, man. I'm a special teams. It's a wild card. Like onside kick, baby.
I rest my case. Whatever.
It's so appropriate, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to next episode, if it's a appropriate day, I will get some wine and make a piece of toast and put it in the wine to see how it
Yeah.
tastes. Do that whole
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
So
man.
that's next week, and that's 9 drinking tonight. Anyways, all right, guys. My one thing to note is I have two favorite holidays that are tied for first. It is Christmas, obviously, because everyone loves Christmas. Who doesn't love Christmas? The second one is Halloween. So I got to put up my first Halloween decorations the last two
Oh, yeah.
nights. Aaron, when you come over, there's gonna be a shit ton of that's like the one we have the most of besides Christmas. So you're gonna see Halloween shit everywhere.
Oh,
It's gonna be wild.
I am all for the spooky. Like, let's just fucking spooky.
Let's go, boy. No,
Go shopping at Home
tempted to
Depot,
bring
they
my
got a lot of
taco
stuff.
costume too. I'm like,
okay,
I'm
there we
tempted
go.
to pack it.
yeah, do that.
Might as well.
Do that. And you can wear it to the gender reveal.
I have it right here, ready to go.
There you go. Wear it to the gender reveal or on the first date. All right. Anyways, let's run through week 4, guys. We're gonna do a little bit different structure than what we've been doing. We're only gonna talk about a few of the games because otherwise we get way off topic and talk too much. If you do like our recaps, let us know in the comments, and if enough of you actually like it, we can do a whole episode of just recaps. That being said, let's start off. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 23-20. Seahawks are 3-1. Cardinals are 2-2. Battle of the Birds. The Vikings over there in Dublin, they lost to the Steelers 21-24. Vikings are 2-2. Steelers are 3-1. Aaron Rodgers is holding it down. Which don't the Vikings have another game coming up real quick in London, right? Is that this
That's
week?
correct. Against the Browns.
Is it this week?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
so the first game was in Dublin, Ireland. This one's going to be in London, England. So across the pond,
Obviously,
across the river.
obviously they stayed over there.
I was gonna
yeah,
say, yeah,
they did.
Yeah.
All right, keep moving on here. We got the Commanders dropping the ball 27-34 against the Falcons, dude. Both teams are 2-2. That's not what we're talking about yet. Next up, we got the Saints losing to the Bills, which was no big surprise. Saints are one of the 3 teams that are 0-4. 19-31. Bills 4-0. Josh Allen's that guy. All right, Browns losing to the Lions 10-34, which means the Packers technically beat the Browns if you talk about us beating the Lions. Browns are 1-3, Lions are 3-1. Panthers, this game we thought was going to be a little bit closer. I think most of us did.
Yeah.
Panthers lost 13-42 against the Patriots. Panthers are 1-3, Patriots are 2-2.
Just want to note real quick, Stephon Diggs had over 100 yards for the first time this season. So no touchdowns though. 101 yards.
It's crazy to think that Stephon Diggs is
on the Patriots.
been like on 3-4 teams and he's still here playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sad. All right. Next up, we got the Chargers, dude, who I think most of us picked the Chargers to win this game, if not all of us. They are 3-1 because they lost to the Giants 18-21. Giants secured their first win of the season. I believe, Aaron, you wanted to touch on this one.
Yeah, let's talk about this one a little bit. Based solely on the fact that this was Jackson's Dart's first starting game. He got a little banged up, 5 sacks, lost 25 yards off those 5 sacks too. I didn't put up impressive numbers. I think he only threw, I just had it up here, wish I didn't go away. It was a different thing. Anyway,
Jackson Dart, 13-20, 111 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, so not enough. But the one thing that I liked seeing was he was fighting for a lot of plays when he wasn't getting sacked. He was breaking a lot of tackles in the backfield. He was able to get the ball down the field or run it for a couple of yards, do what he needs to do. I think we're going to see some good progression. A lot of times, though, what gets me worried when these rookies, when they play the first game, quarter of the season, is there's nothing on film for teams to see how they actually play in these systems. So it'll be interesting to see if he can progress from this, or maybe next couple of weeks he's have some good games. Our team's going to be able to start narrowing down what he does and try to stop him. But nonetheless, it is impressive that the New York Giants beat the Chargers with how good they've already been this year.
Word up, dude. Well said. I just want to say I feel bad for Russell Wilson, but it is what it is, and it shows you that one man can change a game.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
That's what
I mean, I think I was saying it last year. I think Russell Wilson should just retire. Like, I think he's done. He's got
he
nothing
should
left.
go forking him or let him play for the Browns.
I mean, they might take him.
It's also nice to see the Giants have the modern day version of Bobby Boucher and Cam Scatterby out there, man. It's awesome
Oh,
watching them
yeah.
play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Scatterbo's great too. Like, it's another great rookie. So, I mean, they're starting to build those pieces. Uh, I'm still worried about the toxicity in the Giants organization. But again, we'll probably see that develop or not develop this year or in the next coming years.
Looking at the stats in the passing, rushing, and receiving game, the Chargers did better in every single category.
Yeah.
Defense
I,
wins championships. I don't know. Yes, no, yes.
is that still a thing nowadays?
Offense wins games, defense wins championships.
Yeah, there you go. Joe, did you want to touch on that at all? One more thing to note.
Malik Neighbors out for the season with a torn ACL. Once again, bringing back all the discrepancy of the turf at MetLife Field. That they allegedly they heard the complaints. They replaced the turf the season before last, and lo and behold, Aaron Rodgers still tears his ACL 4 plays in on the same turf. So once again, a lot of calls about that turf needing to be replaced again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, neighbors, dude. This is how fantasy works too. If you're talking about fantasy, somebody's always getting hurt every week, every weekend, and
This
fucks the whole
this
season.
week, oh my God. I mean, this
Yeah.
season especially.
Talk about the hits. All right, moving on, guys. Eagles, they won 31-25 in a close game, excuse me, against the Buccaneers. Eagles are 4-0. They remain undefeated. Buccaneers got their first loss. They are 3-1. Josephine.
Yeah, so I know all three of us picked the Eagles to win this game. No, actually, Aaron, you picked the
I picked
Bucks.
the Bucks, yeah.
I picked the Eagles solely based on the injury problems that the Bucks were facing, but this game was a lot closer and a lot more entertaining than I personally thought it was going to be. Baker Mayfield still running, still making magic happen. 22 of 40, 290 yards, 2 tutties. Bucky Irving is still running wild and proven to be a top 5 running back in my opinion in this season. Philadelphia is making some kinks there to their plays and their system. Now they're running fake tush pushes now, which is wild. And it's definitely going to keep people on their toes, no pun intended, of is this going to be a fake off or are they going full tush push here? Saquon scored a touchdown on the fake tush push here. Chris Godwin, welcome back. He had I thought he had a touchdown. He did not. Bucky Irving and then Ibuka had the touchdowns in the game for the receiving
Bless
side
you.
for the Bucks. Godwin's back though. He looked good. Rashid White was doing all right. Bucky Irving doing his thing, but Eagles are just too much. Big discrepancy here with uh, AJ Brown putting out a tweet about don't make a nuisance. Just walk and do your thing. If no one notices, keep it moving. Something along those lines. This is a biblical verse. Basically, AJ Brown once again stirring up the controversy. His stats for the game, AJ Brown, 2 receptions for 7 yards. I will say though, he led the team in targets at 9. The next one was Dallas Goedert and Saquon Barkley, both at 4. So it's not like they're not trying to get AJ Brown involved, but when you got a versatile quarterback like Jalen Hurts and a running game with Saquon, it's the offense may not be receiver reliant, that like with what AJ Brown's looking for and essentially getting paid for.
I mean, they still have Devontae Smith too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He only had 2
Um,
targets in that game. You didn't see him
yeah.
fucking bitching.
Yeah, they got to figure out that pass game. The thing I'm most concerned about in regards to the Buccaneers though is the second half because they only scored 6 points in the first half. That's not how you play games. You got to start playing football the moment the game starts. So yeah, it's cool to watch Baker like pull off almost wins or like magical wins at the end, but stop doing that and just start playing the time the game starts and you will win games. Like I don't understand what
Well,
we're
they
doing here.
they had to figure it out because the game plan obviously was to heavily cover Ibuka and get the blitz on Baker to get him uncomfortable because of the lack of receivers. Eagles didn't know what they were going to get out of Chris Godwin first game back from his ACL injury from last season. So I think the Eagles, I think they just made the adjustments at halftime, Nick. They saw what the coverage was. They got everyone else more involved. Bucky had a couple big breakout runs there through that unstoppable Eagles defensive line. So, I think it was more about those halftime adjustments in my personal opinion.
They need to start adjusting after the first quarter.
All right. There you
Uh,
go.
Aaron, you want to touch on anything there?
The only thing I want to say is I'm surprised with. I guess I'm not surprised, but just with the injuries that the Bucks have that Joe kind of touched on, that they're able to still hang in the game, and I think it came down to the last drive of the game too.
It
So,
did. Yeah,
still,
and Baker threw that interception in the end zone,
yeah.
unfortunately.
So I'm still calling the Bucks the dark horse of the NFC for the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It's
Hot
fun
take.
watching them.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't need to talk about this one too much. I just want to note it because I think it's fucking hilarious. I like to consider myself a home team fan just because like the home team, like go Titans. But oh my God, dude. Like, what are we doing here?
Boat
Yeah.
race, man.
They're 0-4. They lost to the Texans 0-26, giving the Texans their first win. Texans are 1-3. Okay. Texans defense just shut down, obviously, all of the Titans anything. I was really hopeful that fucking Tony Pollard was gonna pop off, and he in fact did not pop off. It was a shitty game. I thought he was gonna have a touchdown, like no problem. I thought for sure, maybe two. So that was pretty fucked up. And then the biggest thing to note is poor Brian Callahan. Dude,
Mm,
I think his days are limited right now. He's got to figure something out, or he's gonna end up doing offensive coordinator again somewhere. I don't know. Um,
bring back Will Levis.
it's very sad, but why are we? Yeah, bring back. Yeah, yeah. It's very sad, but why are we building a new fucking stadium for this shit?
Don't even
Like,
get me started.
what are we doing? Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
why are we
online
doing
that a Titans fan
because
in
money.
Nashville said we should build a second stadium while keeping Nissan Stadium. That way we can get a second NFL franchise.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they need.
Yeah, I mean because I think because Nashville's still a tourist city, so wanted to look up to date, good, draw people in because it's just like Vegas,
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
fair weather fans coming in every weekend to fill the seats.
Bro, I bet you
Same
next
shit.
next week is it not? It's not this week. It's next week or something. They play a home game. I bet you I get tickets for like $6, dude. like like
Oh, I don't
somebody's just
doubt it.
go there.
I
Unless
mean,
it, unless the Dallas Cowboys come to town or a notable franchise comes to town.
Yeah, even then it'll be less than $50.
Yeah, fair.
It's just embarrassing. You got nothing going for him. Van Jefferson, you remember Van Jefferson, Joe?
Oh yeah, I
Your
know he's
boy,
there.
Calvin Ridley, the new guy, the rookie Erica Maynor, whatever the hell his name is. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing. Um,
They
that's
just
all I
need
want to
time.
say. I just want to laugh. Huh?
They just need time to grow.
Yeah. But they shouldn't be losing in this fashion. It's bad. None of their games have been close. All right, moving on. Let's talk about your Rams, Joe. Colts lost 20-27. Rams are 3-1. Colts are 3-1. They served the Colts their first loss. What do you got to say about that?
Well, the Colts basically gave the game away. Adiani Mitchell dropped a touchdown pass essentially at the 1 yard line, fumbled out of bounds. Um, it was a beautiful catch, beautiful play. But he dropped the fumble. We get the ball. And then he also Adonai Mitchell responsible for a hold on that Jonathan Taylor 60-yard breakaway run for a touchdown in the third quarter. So obviously he just did not have the best of days. And then yeah, just Puka once again, he might be the best wide receiver in the league right now. 13 receptions, 170 yards, one touchdown, long catch for 31 yards. I mean, it was wild. It was a great game to watch. I was definitely getting nervous there in the second half a little bit, but Stafford kept Staffording, man. 29 to 41, 375 yarders and three tutties, one to Tutu Atwell in the last scoring drive of the game. So yeah, and it's just fun watching this Rams defense grow even more and develop.
What were his yards and touchdowns?
Stafford, he was 375 yards for three tutties. Looking like a Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Best game he had all year, though.
Yeah, and then Jared Verse getting the pressure, two quarterback hits here. Where's my guy at? Nah, I can't find it. Anyway, yeah, it was a fun game defensively. We had two interceptions on Indiana Jones. Colts look good though. I think they're going to be a formidable team. They put up a good fight, and like I said, they let the game slip.
I'm just gonna say I think the Colts are still dangerous. They have the potential to be the dark horse for that Super Bowl run, and I like watching Daniel Jones play now. It's fun.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Stafford was on McAfee today, and he gave them a lot of credit. The Colts. He's like, be careful if you're in the AFC with that team.
Yeah, he game recognized game.
There you go.
Classy.
All right, Jaguars. They won 26-21 against the Niners. Jaguars are 3-1.
Thank you.
Niners are 3-1. I think didn't we all call this? All say that this is going to happen. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I want to say yeah.
We did. We all talked about Nick Bosa's injury.
I think we touched on the injuries.
That's right. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that one. We're going to keep moving on. Ravens, they lost 20-37 to the Chiefs. Ravens are 1-3, which is the big surprise. Chiefs are 2-2. Jackson did go out with an injury, which I don't even know if they've actually said what it was, but
I know he's probably not going to play this week.
Yeah, it's a hamstring injury.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know. Fuck the Chiefs. Bears.
Yes.
The Bears.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What, Joe?
Oh, I was just gonna say they got Xavier Worthy back and they're looking better, and this is what I was kind of preaching in the first couple seasons. Let's just wait till they get healed here. Get fully healthy.
He only had 83 yards. So whatever. Mahomes had a good day. Whatever.
5 receptions, 83 yards, two carries for 38 yards.
Yeah, who cares? All right. We said we weren't talking about that stupid game. Bears beat the Raiders, Aaron. I'm sorry, 25-24. How could you let this happen? I fucking hate the Bears even more than I hate the Chiefs. Bears are 2-2. Raiders are 1-3, dude. What the fuck, Gino?
What the fuck, Gino is correct. Oh my God. I went on a little, kind of half rant last week, and at this point, because it's like, I think everybody was expecting the Raiders to beat the Bears. And for them to lose by 1 point off a fucking blocked field goal after Geno Smith throws fucking 3 goddamn interceptions, after fucking Ashton Genty finally has a career day. I mean, not finally, it's only the 4th game of his fucking career. He has a career day with 138 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. That touchdown, by the way, was about 64 yards. He had 2 receptions for 17 yards with 2 touchdowns. So all of our touchdowns were Ashton Genty. Max Crosby had a bunch of pressures. He had an interception blocked off his own hands, put it in the air, caught it, ran for a little bit, and then we just shit the bed. Now, just a couple quick points to make just about the rate. I'm getting worked up. I'm just stop here about the Raiders organization in general. Number one, when do we start looking at Mark Davis as an incompetent owner? Because it is literally the same problems year after year after year. We don't have a good offensive line. We don't have a good offensive coordinator. We don't really have a head coach that's making great decisions. I still want to give Pete Carroll some, hope for the rest of the season, but so far I don't see it. Um, and then my second point, at what point does Max Crosby say enough is enough? You know, as much as he loves the Raiders, has it blasted on his body. Uh, that's a tattoo, guys. Um,
I know. I
and
got it.
how much he preaches, how much he loves to be there. At what point, like,
Does
is
he
he
come to
gonna
Green Bay?
say maybe is enough, or he'll probably go to Detroit? Is enough
Yeah,
and enough? You know,
Detroit.
like, and at this point, I can't blame him. I really can't. So it's another heartbreaking loss. I'm not going to pick the Raiders for a while. I don't. I'm at a point of the season already where I've kind of lost hope. So
Ashton got me 41 fantasy points. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like he had a great day.
Yeah.
Like we should have not lost this game, and
I
it's on Geno Smith.
Yeah, Gino's making terrible decisions
Yeah,
though. And I was watching that because I also have him in two of my fantasy leagues. And I don't
drop
know
him,
why. I don't fucking
drop
know
him.
why.
I don't know why why we're
But why is
seeing
it
news.
good?
We're seeing New York Jet Geno Smith, not fucking Seattle Geno.
Yeah. Um, it's a shame. Fuck Caleb Williams. Anyways, fuck him. Fuck that guy. Joe.
Well, to answer your question, Aaron, I've always thought of Mark Davis as an incompetent owner. I've always thought he's at the bottom five of ownership, like goodness or how good of an owner you are, along with Cincinnati Bengals and Cleveland Browns and even the Jags for a long time in that stretch. Look, I think, yeah, Gino, he's got an illness. He's got an interception illness right now, the interception bug, the flu. So,
He leads
hopefully
the
he can get
league.
rid of that bug and shake it off. Because I agree with you. If he just throws one less interception in this game, Raiders win this one, no questions asked, in my opinion. And it's not even this close, in my personal opinion. Um, yeah, Gino's got to figure that out. I would like to notate this was Ashton. So Ashton Genty, obviously, fantastic game. Good for him. Finally getting the click. Finally getting it rolling here. So that's good for you guys. This was the first game that he finally stood up in the backfield the way he did at Boise, looking like Michael Myers, just standing there,
Mhm.
not in a 0 point stance with his hands on his knees, like Chip Kelly. No, not Chip Kelly. Who's your offense coordinator? It's
Chip Kelly.
oh, it is Chip Kelly. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, Chip Kelly was coaching them too. So that was thing. Brock Bowers had a fantastic game. It was awesome watching him play. And I was like, dude, just Gino, just look for Bowers every time. Kind of like Mahomes and Kelsey. Just look for Kelsey every time. That's what
I
Travis.
wouldn't say Bowers had a fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had a game.
Yeah.
For a tight end, he had a good game.
It wasn't anything yeah, but with Brock Bowers coming in this year being the number one ranked tight end, you'd expect more from him. But you need a competent fucking quarterback for that
Mm-hmm.
too.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
And from what I saw, because like I was telling you guys before the episode, there it was blacked out here, but from what I saw, is dude, I only saw really screen passes to Brock Bowers anyway. So it's just him fighting. It's not like
I was saying, I think he
these
was making
long
plays.
pass. Yeah,
There are a couple
yeah,
slants he
exactly.
caught. There's a couple slants he caught that I liked that were pretty good. They're
But
first
it
down.
wasn't anything
Well,
fantastic, is my point.
How are
and then
we?
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I thought you were. I was just gonna say, how are we going from Trey Tucker having like a phenomenal game last week to 2 targets, 2 receptions, like less than 20 yards?
Because of Geno fucking Smith.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that, dude? That
Yeah.
points to the problem right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, Joe. Finish it up.
And then to the Bears side of things, it looks like the Doomsday connection is really starting to find really refine itself and really work its way in here. I think that's becoming his favorite target here this season thus far. And then Nick, you don't like to hear it, but the Bears, they had a flawless game plan last week against Cowboys and won that game. And they won it the Caleb Williams way, essentially. This game, they won this game nitty and gritty, crawling, scratching. Obviously 3 interceptions definitely helps, but they won this game the Ben Johnson way, in my opinion. So the Bears kind of figuring out ways to win games here. And Caleb Williams essentially a rookie, if you think about it. I kind of classify him as a rookie.
They're winning games because other teams are making mistakes. They're not winning because they're fucking good.
They're not. But win's a win at the end of the day, though, for the Bears.
I know,
at least.
but you can't give them fucking credit, their team credit, their coaches credit for winning games. It's everybody else making mistakes.
Road game, West Coast time,
Bro.
later game for them.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
Geno
Anyway.
Smith threw
Okay.
3 interceptions.
that's all I
I'll
got.
give him that they blocked the game-winning field goal, but
Oh, that was in their game plan, Aaron. You didn't read
Oh,
that?
yeah.
They're gonna get
Sorry.
3 interceptions to win the game. That was their
Sorry.
game plan.
You
Sorry.
mean the NFL script?
All right,
Where is
let's move on here.
All right, here we
Okay.
go.
Anyway.
We gotta get ready for Nick's 10. We gotta get ready for Nick's 10-minute rant on this next game. Go ahead, Nick.
No, I'm not even gonna rant. I don't have much to talk about. I'm very namaste today. Jets lost Monday night, 21-27 against the Dolphins.
Oh
Jets,
my gosh.
another one of those 0-4 teams. The Dolphins are 1-3. The Bengals lost, which we knew was gonna happen to the Broncos, but not this bad. 3-28. Broncos are 2-2. Bengals are 2-2. Bo Nix put on a clinic. I like Bo Nix. All right.
All quarterback.
Last game, Packers, Cowboys. The Packers are 2-1-1. The Cowboys are 1-2-1. And why? Because the game ended in a tie, 40-40 in fucking overtime. So fucking stupid, so anticlimactic. There's some fucking bullshit going on in this game. I'm just gonna say on the last drive, the last Dallas Cowboy drive, there was motherfucking missed calls everywhere. There was like fucking holding, intentional grounding. It was fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
Anybody with
grounding
eyes
call.
could have seen the Dak threw a motherfucking to nobody. Nobody was even on there. You could tell in the way he tried to like grab the ball back that he's like, oh fuck, there's no one over there. They're gonna call flag.
Nick,
And they didn't
take a
fucking
breath.
call it.
No
Take a breath.
mistake.
I forgot I was gonna be calm. Anyways, it's just fucking stupid. There's like a lot of, I'm not going to blame it on just missed calls because on the flip side of that ball, the Packers were making a lot of fucking calls, getting a lot of fucking calls because we were holding everybody. We didn't know how to fucking play the game. Our whole entire fucking offense just fucking, we look like, oh my God, we came out swinging. We look like we're going to like win the fight in the first round. And then what happens? What fucking happens? We fight all the way to the end and just fucking look like the other fucking team, like trash, can't fucking catch balls, can't fucking make passes, can't protect the quarterback, fucking committing penalties.
Breathe
Fucking
in,
dumb. All of that,
hold it,
Breathe out.
breathe out.
all of that to end in a fucking tie.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fucking get rid of the ties too. What are we doing? What are we doing, NFL?
Nick,
My
as a
God.
Packer fan, what's your biggest takeaway from the Packers though with that game and that outcome, or not the outcome, just like the game in general? What was your, as a Packer fan and viewer, what was your biggest take?
Committing penalties is bad. Obviously, that's like I got two. Obviously,
Stealing is bad. Never do
stealing
that.
is bad. Stop fucking committing penalties. Act like you've been there. But I'm gonna give that credit to us being a young team. We're still the youngest team in the NFL, and most of our players are 24, 25 years old, so they're learning.
Mhm.
So that's one side of it. The other side is watching the game and watching the Packers as long as I have. They didn't look like a team. They weren't like coming together. Like you see somebody gets tackled and like everybody runs over and like they pick them up. We were like letting people just get tackled and sitting there, lying there, and they were picking themselves up. Like it was like that kind of environment. I did see something where LaFleur was like, "We got to figure out our locker room issues too," which I don't know what the fuck that means. Apparently,
that's
someone's
Need
causing
a leader
in the locker
there
room.
needs to be a leader and a voice of the group. That's what Tucker Kraft was
I
pointing
suppose
to
so.
last season.
So I thought Josh Jacobs was going to be that guy to step up,
Right.
and I mean, I don't know what the fuck's happening. I gotta research that more. They got to do more press conferences about it. But you can kind of tell on the field, it was just like. It wasn't like a teamwork thing. They're all really talented people, but they're playing by themselves. They're playing for themselves. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. And the Cowboys like the fuck.
I'll just stop you right there, Nick. Thank you very much for your input. One
Yeah, now you
thing
can
that
breathe, Nick. Now you can breathe.
Yeah. I will say, like, some of the play calling was questionable coming from Green Bay, especially in the overtime. 3:50 left on the clock. It's 3rd and 6, right? So what do you think? What do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna try to just get that first down. You have plenty of time left. You have a timeout left, right? Get the first down. Get the ball down the field. And, go from there to try to get the touchdown to end the game. What do? They throw a fucking bomb, a streaks call to the end zone on a 3rd and 6 with 3:50 left in the game, and then the next play they throw that little quick. I think it was just a little go and turn around thing for one of the receivers. Like I was like, why would you do that? And then you kind of just run out the clock then to force yourself to take a shot with 12 seconds left, and then run it down to kick the time field goal. That didn't make sense to me. The play calling there just made absolute
Aaron,
zero sense to me.
I've noticed that as well in previous Packer games from going back as to last season, where you only need like 4 to 5 yards to get this first down conversion, and it's like 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, to your point, and we're just throwing a go ball to Romeo Dobbs on the sideline
Yeah.
for 40 yards. I get he's one on one, but we don't need to go for the home run
Yeah,
ball
and at that
point.
point, Josh Jacobs started to get going too. Like
He
I thought they were
did.
going to run it.
I think we do that. There's a reason that we do that. I think we're trying to be Dan Campbell and like shock people, like with the
Yeah.
fourth down and getting fourth downs. I think we're trying to like be like catch them off guard kind of thing, but it's
Yeah.
just not working. It's just not
No.
working.
The Packers have the clientele to get the play action going. If you get Josh Jacobs cooking and running, that sets up the play action instantly. And
Which
Packers have more than capable receivers.
at that, like in the fourth quarter, I noticed Josh Jacobs really started to fucking pick it up
Yep.
and get going.
It was
So
funny
I
because
just
I should have had Celine come down here and just say so like at the end of the third quarter, I was like, this game, I swear to God, I was like, they're gonna drive the ball down, they're gonna score, and we're gonna be behind, and there's gonna be 4 minutes left on the clock, and we're gonna get the ball back, and we're gonna have to score. And sure as shit, it was like 4.5 minutes or 4.5 minutes, and Celine's like, how'd you know that? I was like, this is the shit we do every fucking game for no fucking reason, other than to make us fucking go fucking crazy. Like that's how we play fucking football. Like we're like the
Here's
most exciting team for all the wrong fucking reasons. How badly can they fuck this one up? Let's watch it.
I don't know. I think the Raiders take the cake on that.
Or the Jets.
But it's expected. No offense.
All right, guys. Fair. I was gonna say fuck you, but I mean I can't do that if I agree with you. Jesus.
No, you can still say it. I agree with you, but fuck you anyway. No.
I'm a good friend, Joe.
Number one, how dare you?
Yeah, there you go. First off,
yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
I'm
Go ahead, Jimmy.
I think I learned less about this game watching it of both teams than going into it. Like going into it, the Packers supposed to be the shit. They quoting one of your co-owners, Nick Ty Schmidt, he said the Packers went from the penthouse to the shit house in 2 weeks here. They were talking about undefeated seasons and championships and MVPs a couple of weeks ago. Now we're tying with the Dallas Cowboys, who have I don't know, Aaron, you could probably look this up. They probably have the worst or the last ranked defense in the league, I would think. I don't know. But it's head scratching to all your points. Like Aaron, the play calling, Nick, what you were saying with what are we doing here? It looked like, in my opinion, in overtime, it looked like the Packers were playing for the tie, in my opinion. Here's why. I think they knew that they could not settle for that field goal because Brandon Aubrey on the other side. All you need to do is get that ball 5 yards past the star, and it's an automatic field goal. I'm curious. Well, we will not get the truth of this, but I'm curious if LaFleur was thinking that deep down. Was like, okay, let's just do conservative play calling. Fuck it, we're going to end with the tie. I think. Props to Schottenheimer, the head coach of the Cowboys. He's got this team cooking offensively, man. Dak Prescott, he might be a dark horse MVP candidate just based off of his independent stats. His independent stats, not the team. He is looking good this season. The offensive for the Cowboys is clicking. But yeah, a lot of questions with the Packers, especially after acquiring Micah Parsons and that week 1 dominant win against the Lions and then going and beating the Commanders in week 2, man. They look like they're going to run the table.
All right, I'm going to cut you off there. We got to keep moving on. Fucking asshole. You're
head scratching game.
Yeah, head scratching. All right, we're going to talk about overtime rules real quick, just so everyone knows, because some people were so confused because they haven't watched football. After the coin toss, and when it goes into overtime, you can pick which side, or if you want the ball first and which side you want to defend. That's all like normal, okay? But you get a chance to score no matter what. It doesn't matter if the first possession, it's not like it used to be. If the first possession goes to you and you score a touchdown, the other team gets a chance to score a touchdown. It's pretty cut and dry. That I do like about it. What I don't like about it is after the 10 minutes run out, whatever the score is, you can go into a tie. So I saw someone that said we should do it like hockey, where it's kind of like a shootout, and we should just have the kickers kick.
Yes.
And every time they make it, you move it back 5 yards until like somebody misses.
Well, McAfee suggested it
like
today
that.
or yesterday.
I like
Oh,
that.
did he? Okay, I
It's
saw that.
exactly what McAfee suggested.
I
Yeah.
didn't see McAfee do it, or else I would definitely been like, oh, so even better. That's even more of a reason. That'd be cool. Or just like let him keep going until someone can't score. Like, just back and forth until
Like a
one team
sudden
goes.
death.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you're referring to would be the college football overtime rules. What
Yes.
they do
Exactly.
is they
Yes.
put the ball at the 5 yard line, and if it's fourth down and fourth and goal. If you can't score, then we go to the other side of the field, and the other team has a chance. 4th and 5. If they can't score, then you go into another overtime period. That's why sometimes you in college football you see like 7 overtime periods. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that? They just ran 7 plays until someone
Yeah.
finally scored.
I like that too. I think ties in the NFL are like, especially because there's only 18 or 17 games played with each team. I don't think that's enough to justify ties because when it gets to postseason, it starts kind of fucking things up, and there should just be winner, loser, no ties.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the games are critical. It's not like NBA or MLB where you can go on a 10-game
Yeah.
slide and still make up.
Really, exactly, because there's so few games,
And this
And for
league is
those of
making so
us,
much. This league is making so much fucking money. There should be no more ties going forward.
and for those of us watching that are like fans, like that's the most disappointing way to end a fucking game. Like, like
Not only that. How about NFL Sunday in general? Like
yeah,
all the
right,
build up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
No,
into
that's
Monday
true.
with like confused, like
Yeah.
So
fucking stupid.
I did have the opportunity and privilege to actually be in the presence of a tied football game. But back when I was a teenager, I went to Candlestick when the St. Louis Rams were in town. Both the Niners and Rams were complete dog shit this time. This particular time. Anyway, the game ended 13-13, and both fan bases just headed for the concourse, headed for the parking lot. No one was shouting and hooping and hollering and yelling at each other like, "Yeah, your team sucks. We beat you." No fights were starting. Everyone was like actually calm and quiet and respectful. They didn't know how to feel. No one knew how to feel in a tie. Like, what? The game
Yeah,
is ending in a tie? Like, what?
exactly. It's super silly, man. It's so
And then, of
dumb.
course, this is when you cue the montage of the 5 to 10 NFL players that actively are playing the NFL that don't realize a game can end in a tie.
Um, it's just yeah, they'll figure it out. I mean, they already know people don't like it, so okay. Sorry, trying to move on here, trying to keep our schedule here on time. Um, who just deleted that son of a bitch?
That was me. That's extra. Don't worry about it. I added that in there. You're good.
All right, Tyreek Hill, guys. You probably saw the videos. Tyreek Hill, he's out. Multiple ligaments torn in his knee, including his ACL. If you saw the actual injury, his foot was like turned around like backwards. It was all fucked up and gross
90-degree turn. That's
Yeah,
fucked.
absolutely wild. He gets on the cart and he's like smiling and waving and like like fucking crazy. You know who you reminded me of?
Don't say Antonio Brown.
Antonio fucking Brown. Me? This is a cry for help. Obviously, we know he held out very long. He didn't want to even be a Dolphin anymore. And yeah, he's still on the team. I kind of think that he's just fucking losing his mind, honestly. Your guys' feelings on that whole situation, dude? Just wild.
I Sunday morning in my fantasy league with James Conrath, we made a trade.
Oh no.
I gave him Saquon Barkley for Ashton Genty and Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
Aaron, no.
It's a good trade. It's a good trade.
Was
Oh.
Now it's not.
You drafted Saquon in first round every draft, you said.
Not every draft,
Oh, I
but
thought
I mean that way I like because I needed a wide receiver and he wanted Barkley, so I was like, you got to make
Okay.
it, sweet for me.
Touche.
So he's like, I'll give you Hill and Genty. And I was like, yeah. And then Genty had the game that he had. So it was funny
Yeah.
because James was, like, no, I'm gonna fucking veto this trade. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then Monday night, and I was like, I am so happy Tyreek Hill probably just blew out his ACL. So that's how I feel.
That's rough. Dude.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Joe.
Tyreek looked like a man that was happy he doesn't have to play football for probably the rest of his career and still racking in 40 million this year, maybe, or something. I don't know. Yeah, that Joker smile that he had on his face was definitely
Crazy.
unsettling. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, unsettling. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
He was smiling. It's like the smile was glued to. Oh, I saw this video. Like it was this couple that was on the highway. They were actually able to find the ambulance that Tyreek Hill was in and zoom the phone in. You can see him in the window there. with his pads on still and everything. He's just like talking to the paramedics or whoever's in the back with him.
Dude.
Tough blow for a team like the Dolphins that's trying with a head coach and a GM that's potentially trying to save their jobs. They win the battle, but they lose the war going forward. I'm curious how much more stock Jalen Waddle has. He's going to move in that wide receiver one position fantasy wise.
Yeah, he goes up. They won the game kind of not without Tyreek Hill, but they didn't necessarily need him after he got hurt to still play.
Because of Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, thank you.
Darren
Good
Waller,
that. He had a great game.
He was looking how he looked in Vegas, honestly. Which because I was thinking about it. That toxicity in New York.
Yeah.
So, and coming out of retirement, going there and having the game that he had last night. So,
do we know why he went to the Dolphins? Was there a reason he chose to come out of retirement and go to that team in general? Was there a relationship he had with somebody?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of injuries. Like we said, they kind of changed the season for everybody. But this one might be a good thing for the Dolphins. I don't know. I'm not trying to say injuries are good. They're not by any means. You shouldn't. That's fucked
Why
up,
would it be good for them losing Tyreek for the season?
Because everybody else is stepping up right now. They won the game. Okay. It was 10-3 when he went out, and they still won the game. So I mean,
the Jets self-inflicting penalties and mistakes.
Justin Fields had a day. Justin Fields has been eating. He's been eating on the Jets. So the Jets could have won. They should have won that game. So I think it might be a blessing in disguise, honestly. And I get the feeling Tyreek Hill is causing a lot of fucking issues within the locker room.
That's fair.
That's fair. You guys are saying how happy he looked.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Nick, just another notable injury to had. Chargers tackle Joe Alt. He was carted out of the game against the Giants, and that puts the Chargers in a big hole because Joe Alt moved from right tackle to left tackle with their star tackle that they paid in the offseason that tore his ACL. So the fact that they losing Joe Alt, their 6th-round pick from 2 years ago, after he moved from right tackle to left tackle, that's going to be a huge blow for the Chargers. Look for a potential slippage of the Chargers in the standings. He has a high ankle sprain, so he's probably out minimum 2 to 3 weeks.
Joey Alty. All right, guys, moving on. We got bye week, the first bye week of the season, week 5. Your only Green Bay Packers are in that fucking mess. I love that.
Hey, chance for you guys to figure it out.
Yeah, this will give us extra week to get our locker room together. Speaking of the NFC North, we got the Chicago Bears also on a bye. Atlanta Falcons and Pittsburgh Steelers. So Aaron Rodgers can rest after that long journey he had to Dublin. It's Dublin, excuse me.
Early to have a bye week.
Huh?
Early to have a bye week.
Week 5.
17 games.
We got 2 next week, 2 the following week, and then fucking 6 or 7 on week 8, including the Raiders and the Rams. You guys are both on that.
That afternoon window is going to be dead AF on Red Zone.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to turn it over to Joe to give us that college football update that we all love so much.
All right, Aaron, you ready for this, baby? Oh, man, we had a great weekend in college football, man. All right, just starting at the top, Florida State versus Virginia played Friday night. Florida State was a 40-point favorite coming in. Virginia upsets them. Florida, 8th-ranked school in this country, and Virginia comes in and upsets them. Wild finish. The crowd charging the field was magnificent. It was beautiful. Notable games we had: Ohio State took care of the Washington Huskies 24-6 in the Loud House. Game of the night, the whiteout, Oregon at Penn State. This game was a dud, 3 all the way through 8-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Then they finally turned it on. Oregon outlast Penn State 30-24 in double overtime. It was beautiful. Drew Atler looked good. Look for him in the top 10 potential quarterback class next season in the draft. LSU gets upset by Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin gets his big win at LSU. Ole Miss says 5-0. LSU fall to 4-1. Game of the night in SEC territory. Alabama at Georgia. Alabama wins against Georgia 24-21. Huge game, especially for Alabama. They needed this win to stay in the potential playoff picture for college playoff, especially coming off all the losses or the questionable games in the week 1 loss against Florida. So that was huge. Texas A&M wins over Auburn. They stay undefeated at 4-0. Indiana over the Iowa Hawkeyes 20-15. Indiana stays 5-0 in the Big Ten, undefeated. Tennessee gets a whomping, and I mean a whomping at Mississippi State, 41-34. The score was a little closer than what the outcome of the game was. It was definitely a beatdown for sure. Mississippi, respectable foe, Nick, against those Volunteers.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech takes care of Wake Forest. They stay 5-0 in the ACC. I tell you, this is a dark horse in the ACC. Guys, this is awesome. USC loses at Illinois 32-34, last minute field goal. This was supposed to be USC's time to shine. Nope, USC just still falters, man. A couple side notes. Notre Dame beats Arkansas 56-13. Colorado loses a close one in Boulder to BYU 24-21. Looking ahead next week, notable matchups are going to be fantastic. We got the Wisconsin Badgers against Michigan. Nick, that'll be a fun one. Michigan's going to probably be a blowout, though. I'm sorry, man. Penn State at UCLA, that's going to be a blowout. I'm sorry, guys. Texas at Florida, that's going to be a blowout, guys. I'm sorry. Vanderbilt at Alabama, this will be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah,
The last,
Andy.
I don't know if you remember, the last time Vandy beat Alabama was when Saban was there, and then they walked the goalpost all the way down Broadway into the river, Nick.
I was at work.
Well, this game's in Bama, and they'll probably get their revenge here. Boise State at Notre Dame, that'll be an interesting one as well. Looking at the night games here, nothing too crazy going on. This was a good one. Miami at Florida State. The U at the Seminole. Miami's a favorite, road favorite, 4.5 on the road. So that'll be a good one. And then I guess this will be a good one too. Mississippi State at Texas A&M. These spreads are kind of large, so I might take the under on some of these spreads. But this coming off of what was probably the greatest weekend in college football history of last week going into this week, a little underwhelming, but there's still some notable matchups. So that's all I got for you, Nick. Back to you.
That was beautiful, Joe. Thank you for that college update. Joe, what college did you go to?
The Art Institute of San Francisco Technology and Research.
What team did they have? What team?
The Artsy Dartsy squad. They were not the favored in any matchup ever because they had to have no athletics.
School record of 0-120.
Hey, they stay undefeated. They didn't lose.
Okay. Anyways,
same school you went to, by the way. Don't brush that under.
I appreciate the update. I'm going to turn this one over now to Hammer with Hammering the Stats, brother. Bring it on.
All right, let's go, man.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
This week, I'm just going to keep it simple. Still, just go through the 3 different offensive positions: receiving, rushing, and passing yards. Top 5 leaders, each category, starting with receiving. Let's go. Number 5, we've got Minnesota Vikings Justin Jefferson making his appearance with 311 yards and 3 touchdowns. Number 4, we've got Ricky Purcell from the San Francisco 49ers, 327 yards and 6 touchdowns. Number 3, Jesus Christ, shut up. One of my fantasy chats is just going off right now. Number 3 is the Los Angeles Chargers, Quentin Johnson, 337 yards with 4 touchdowns. I read the wrong thing. Justin Jefferson had 1 touchdown. Ricky has 0. Quentin Johnson has 4. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Number 2, we got Jackson Smith Njigba with 402 yards and 1 touchdown. Number 1, we have Los Angeles Ram Puka Nacua with 503 yards and 1 touchdown.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm not reading that, Joe. Number.
You don't need to. Yeah, you need to.
We got next category rushing, starting at number 5, Atlanta Falcons Bijan Robinson with 314 yards and 1 touchdown. Number 4, we got J.K. Dobbins with the Denver Broncos with 323 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He was running last night. Say that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3, we got Travis Etienne with the Jacksonville Jaguars with 394 yards and 2 touchdowns. Number 2, we got Buffalo Bills James Cook, 401 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Better cook, brother.
Yeah. Number 1, holding it strong, Jonathan Taylor with the Indianapolis Colts with 414 yards and 3 touchdowns. All right, moving on to the passing. Look at some of our quarterbacks here. We've got number 5, Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love, with 1,000 yards, even 8 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Good stats right there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, we got Los Angeles Chargers, Justin Herbert with 1,063 yards and 7 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Number 3, Indianapolis Colts, Daniel Jones with 1,078 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Number 2, Matthew Stafford with the Los Angeles Rams, 1,114 yards, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Number 1, Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott with 1,119 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Those
Hey.
are our season leaders thus far, thus concluding hammering the stats.
Aaron, I missed the part where you said Geno Smith.
So he's at number 8 with 948 yards, 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, leading the league with interceptions.
How about to say, Aaron? Do I dare you to ask who's leading? Okay. Nick,
Yeah.
Nick, you see why I said about Dak though?
Yeah, whatever, dude. That's in yards, though. Jordan Love has 8 touchdowns and 1 interception. Like, come on now.
I'm just saying. Just give Dak some credit. That's all.
How many interceptions you say Dak has? Aaron?
3.
Yeah, 3.
Oh gosh.
Fucking A. We're not talking
You're
about
facing the Lions
yardage.
again, Nick. I'm sure Jordan could throw 2 in that game.
All right. Good job, Aaron. We appreciate the update as always. Good stuff. Good work. Solid work. Do you think we're going to hear about our defensive stats next week, or we got to wait a little longer?
Probably.
Okay. Okay. I look forward to it. I'm excited.
I love it. I love the defensive stats.
I'm going to turn it over one more time to Joe Special Teams for his onside kick.
All right, fellas. How we doing today? Oh, we already asked that. Never mind. I can't repeat myself there. Well, onside kicks that happened. There was one that happened last night against the Jets and the Dolphins. That was a fail, by the way. I guess there's like a couple of notable special teams plays that happened. Obviously there is the blocked field goal kick in that Bears Raiders game, unfortunately, that caused the Raiders to lose and the Bears to prevail. A notable one though I found interesting was in the I'm on the wrong week, my bad. It was in the Panthers Patriots game. The Panthers kicker, Bryce Tremaine, or I'm sorry, that's not the right guy. I apologize, guys. Ryan Fitzgerald, Fitzgerald, Ryan Fitzgerald. Oh yeah, Fitzgerald, Ryan Fitzgerald. Okay, he he was perfect through last week, and then last week he missed his only field goal attempt, and he went 1 for 2 on special teams. And I'm just sitting there with my friend Dave, and he's like, "Special teams has been perfect all season. Special teams has been perfect all season." And then they're just failing and failing and failing on special teams against the Patriots. So that was a thing. Outside of that, nothing too crazy that came to mind. Obviously, the Packers, McManus probably has one of the strongest legs in the league. Tying it for the tie. So Nick. I mean, we all were bitching and complaining about ties, but at least you didn't lose, right? That lose looks a little worse than a tie. But not too much happening this week, folks. Special teams wise, a couple of punt returns for touchdowns, but nothing notable report. Back to you, Nick.
I appreciate those updates, Joe. It's nice to give shout out to our special teams units because they are the guys that don't get the credit they deserve.
That's how you make the team as well if you're a fringe player.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to teach my kid is how to play kicker in the NFL.
Well, I bet like the tackler and the gunners too, like all those other players.
Well, I don't want him to get hurt. I'm going to close this up with the Shark Chomp. I'm going to do a little something different. I was kind of thinking about this. I thought it'd be fun just because whatever. Money means nothing to me, okay? You can't take it with you. Go. I'm going to do $5 bet each week on all 3 of our teams.
All right.
No matter what, and see how many of them we get. Okay.
All right. Well, okay.
So I started last week because last week I technically did pick all of our teams. Aaron's team lost, mine voided, and Joe's won. So I lost that $5. I'm going to do it again, though. And of course, the Packers aren't playing this week. So $5 bet is going to pay out $24.44 on FanDuel. I'm taking the Rams over the Niners and the Raiders over the Colts. I uploaded a big shark or big fish bet of the week. I'll do that again Sunday morning, real bright and early. So that way I can get a couple more bets in here besides the same old fish. So,
Raiders
anyways,
or the Colts.
I know it's good. That's why
Okay.
the odds are so good. A $5 is gonna pay out $24.44 if they pull off a fucking miracle victory. Hey,
Want to double check?
any given Sunday, any
This is
given
true.
Sunday. Maybe Gino won't throw an interception and then they'll win the game. Like, come on.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, you know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, leave us some questions. We appreciate you being here. As always, go Pack Go. Until next time.
This guy.